Welcome back. Now, today on Infohub, we want to talk about succession and the importance of writing a will. So we are joined by Wakili Ngugi, who will give us insights on the importance of these documents. Karibu sana.
Asante.
How have you been?
I've been okay. Yes.
Karibu chai.
Asante sana kwa chai.
Talk to me, tell me, what is succession?
Succession is a process by which we transfer rights to our heirs when we are away or when we pass on. So it's a process that will start when you are deceased, to make sure that what you own, especially when it comes to property, goes to the people you leave behind, who are your family members, your friends, organizations. Yeah.
And do we have types of succession?
We do have two types of succession. One is that you can die testate, and the other one is that you can die intestate. I know these are big English words, but what basically we mean is that a testate is when you die with a will, and intestate is when you die without a will.
Is there a difference between succession and a will?
The succession is a process of transferring your properties to your heirs, while a will is a document that you use to transfer your property. That's a simple definition and difference between a will and succession.
Maybe we can talk about the importance of writing a will. What's the importance?
Number one is that you are able to control your property even in your absence. So when you die, you're able to actually say who owns what sizes. So you are in control even in your absence. Number two, you are also able to plan even your funeral and say you want to be buried at a certain piece of land, or you want to also be cremated. So it allows you that advantage to even state how much money should be spent on your funeral, because you indicate who it should not surpass this amount of money. So you should not be extravagant by spending money on expensive clothes and shoes and such things. Then the other advantage of having a will is that you are able to include members, your friends who are not members of your family. Because you see, when you die without a will, the law provides a certain list of people who should benefit. But when you write a will and there are organizations that you want to gift, then it gives you that liberty to go beyond the laws of Kenya on succession, to bequeath people who are your, for example, your friends or charities you are supporting, or even tiny details. You're able to go for that.
And Wakili, you've been in this for such a long time. What are some of the challenges or issues that arise with succession or when reading a will?
When you die without a will, what will happen is the law provides that we call it the order of consanguinity. There are people who should inherit: grandparents, step siblings, your brother and sister, your parents. There's an order by which it follows on who should be given priority. And also the same law provides that even former wives can inherit. And also it has a provision on children having a right to inherit. And so when you die without a will, some of the challenges we've seen are that we've seen many former wives, or we have seen children who are not known to the family coming out, and they come and fight for what is rightfully theirs.
Fantastic. Your parting shot?
We should not be afraid of death, and we should not be afraid of planning our lives, future planning of our lives, because tomorrow is not promised. We don't know how long we have until we are out of this world. And if you have a will, then it means that you leave your family not fighting, you leave them at peace and at a very good relationship. You live very strong relationships because you are able to decide who owns what, and you had witnesses who we call the executors, who come and witness you writing that will and gifting the children. That's something that we as Kenyans should not be afraid of doing, writing a will, because you are planning the future for your people, Number 2 is that you are able to include and list properties that are not known to you. Let's say your wife, who does not know that you owned land before you got married, or some of these hidden apartments that you bought, etc. You're able to list them down, and they don't go to waste. They are not wasted. You're able to give them to your children, so they're included and they're not left out. And also these other children who we may not be aware of, they're also included.
Fantastic. Those are really great insights. Asante sana. Well, there you have it. I hope you've learned a thing or two about the importance of writing a will, alafu pia succession and what it means. Let me take a short break. When we come back, we'll be on Pambo. Stay tuned.